Welcome to the Immortal Biggie Shaq's top 5 speculation comics. This is July, and I'm bringing you the hottest, best speculation for these green ass jits. These green ass jits need to learn and study up, brother, and keep up with your mans. I'm gonna show y'all some good pickups and good books to get, twin. Y'all ready for the top 5 speculation?
Find me in the club, comic collector bub. I got the comic keys, come on, let's hook her up. I'll bring my NYX with the spine 6 color rub. The comic collector club, come subscribe it up. Immortal Biggie Shaq, go ahead and look it up. Joining YouTube's best with the comics that we love. So come and join me up if you're into getting subbed.
Yo, these jits is green, cuz. They think the Biggie Shaq don't know speculation. I got the hottest speculation on the streets, brother. Ain't nobody fucking with my speculation in these comic books, man. I'm just trying to school you green ass, jit ass, bitch ass motherfuckers, dude. So let's get started. Maybe I could teach y'all a couple things. All right. This episode is brought to you by GT Key Comics. You can find him on eBay and Instagram. He's got a lot of books, over 97 pages of books. Go check out my man GT Key. He could use a little support. He's a good person in the community. We're going to start off with, hold on, these fools think I'm green, jit. These fools think I'm green, twin. Ain't nobody green over here. Ain't nobody green over here, twin. All right, y'all ready? This is the Mad Magazine. Okay. With Taylor Swift. Shout outs to my man, comic collector Allen, brother. Put me on to this little speculation. Now, you can get this book fairly easy. It's at second print now. I don't know if they'll go third print, but if you find a first print, that's the best way to go. Love Stinks issue. So you got the goofball dude and you got the slime ball bitch there. A couple green ass jits, cuz. Couple green ass jits, cuz. They ruined the whole NFL for us, man. Look at that green ass jit, cuz. I'm going to show y'all another book, twin. So that's number 1. Mad Magazine 36. Hope y'all like that, cuh. All right. Let's get the second book lined up for you, cuh. Twin. Now, this is the first appearance of T. Ray and Blind Owl. Twin. Let's see. Show y'all the second book in the top 5, cuh. You green ass jits. Deadpool number 1 is first ongoing. So T-Rail and Blind Owl, they are first appearance, Deadpool number 1. Speculation. Deadpool number 1, collector's issue. All right, Kai. What's next, twin? I'll show y'all what we got today. We got the Chrome version of that book. I wish I got the regular one, because then I'd be able to read the motherfucker. But since it's full, I can't. All right. We're going to bring in a good friend of mine, comic book expert. Maybe he could help me with you green ass jits, Kai.
What's going on, brother?
What's up, man? Just trying to share some speculation. You know how we do around this time.
Yes, sir. Top five. Biggie Shaq's back.
Biggie Shaq's back with the top 5 commandments, brother.
Love it.
So we're at number 2. Halfway through. All right. This one's been on the list. This is the first repeat offender right here. I enjoy this. Forget the name of the character that the dude. Let me get a little more speculation. There's so much speculation in this one. Marvel previews 76. I forget the name of the. Oh yeah, his name is what is it? Jimmy Hudson. That's right. Good old Jimmy.
What's Jimmy gonna do for me?
Well, he might do a little bit. The First Lady Deadpool is speculating hard, and this Jimmy Hudson guy, he I don't know that he ain't gonna show up. He might. It's hard telling with this movie, but this is like a 3-for-1 for these green ass jits. They don't know. You could get 3 first appearances for one book. Marvel Preview 76. Jimmy Hudson for first appearance, the Ultimate X, and then you got First Lady Deadpool, and also First Hit Monkey. And this you could get this for a cool $15-$20 right now.
Is it an actual appearance or is it just a preview?
It's a preview, but it's the first little inklings. It's
Yeah,
before the first full, so it's kind of cool.
especially for all those completionists that every you get the first, you want the first.
Yeah, it's kind of like when Miles Morales had his first in the Marvel previews.
Yeah.
There's a couple of those. There's one that's like a 200, and there's one that's like $100 book. But I just got a vibe. The Lady Deadpool people are almost guaranteeing, and then you got this fucking Ultimate X here. With the Wolverine tie-in, and then Hit Monkey's a solid character. You can get some more.
Hitmonkey's coming up with a second season pretty soon, so you get some Hitmonkey right now. As soon as that second season drops, you're going to be able to, flip, or have a little more expensive book, whatever.
Yeah, so I like that book a lot. I might actually go out of my way and get that motherfucker because I just like weird shit like that. I think it's interesting. All right. Maybe your LCS will have it just laying around, dude, because they don't know.
My LCS has all those previews and a couple of long boxes of free comic book day stuff just shoved
right.
under. So if you go in and ask your LCS, hey man, you got a previews box around? They might let you look through it.
That's right, and they usually don't cost much. You get your little $20 book out of a nothing burger spec, or not nothing burger spec, but like a nothing burger free preview, and it has all that cool stuff in it.
Yeah, I got one of those, whatever remember that Spider-Man free one that was popping off when Donny Cates was doing Thor and stuff like that. I got that one out of a box like that. The guy just let me take it for fucking next to nothing, really. It was a free comic book day. He just said, yeah, go ahead, grab it. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, you got the first, what is her name? The Captain America chick. America Chavez or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
That's like a Marvel preview too, I believe. We got Big Hoodat and Ryan Riley. People are actually commenting. We got a few people watching, but not many people chatting. But that's okay, guys.
Hoodat Comics, Ryan Riley, how you doing? Yeah, but that's because those people that are watching and not saying anything are probably using your books for their own spec.
It's true. It's true. So
I've seen some of your books pop on the top 10s these days.
I'll be noticing that too. That's why I try to get them out quickly so I can get them out before these guys start copying me, and I knew this would happen, so I got documentation. I did it first, dude. You guys could copy all you want, but it's here first, man. So these green ass jits ain't been using this book, which they probably will soon because it's the first Silver Age Mr. Terrific, and there's been rumor speculation, and we're going to be getting into some more Superman speculation. I've already been dropping a lot of specs on Superman, but this one, I might have used this before, but I'm going to use it again just because I feel like it's that important, man. Like, people need to realize this is a cheap key. Like, I know
the first Silver Age appearances of a lot of people are cheap, actually. Cheaper than they should be. Because, you've got the Penguin, it's a couple $100. There's a few Silver Age first appearances that aren't that expensive. So.
Oh, look at that old school Adam, man. That's the original Adam. Holy shit. Yeah, man. Green Lantern. These are all Golden Age characters. You get Mr. Terrific
You got
for
you
Silver
got
Age.
Golden Age Flash in there. Jeez.
There he is, right there. Mr. Terrific, man. Wonder what that fair play means. I need to learn more about this guy. I really want this book because you can get it for like 15, 20 bucks, man. These are cheap books.
You should get that. If it's $20, you should get that. Absolutely.
I agree.
That $20 for the first Silver Age Mr. Terrific, absolutely pick that up. I'll guarantee you, if anything happens with Mr. Terrific, it turns it to be $120 book.
Yeah, it could pop real hard, and it's already a Silver Age Justice League of America. It's a beautiful book. You know, there's a lot
You
of
got to
good.
realize those first Golden Age appearances are really expensive when it comes to Batman and Superman and all that stuff. If you can get a first Silver Age appearance, that's not terrible. That's pretty good, actually.
Now, this book right here, not a lot of people are aware of it. So, just for the simple fact of it being a little obscure, it's on the list because I don't think a lot of people know this book.
Right.
But you know, there's a small chance there could be some kind of tie-in to any of this Marvel kind of stuff. I lost it on my recently viewed, so I'm gonna have to search it again. So it's gonna take a second, but no problem. Now we all remember. Now this one's a little more expensive. This is about $30 to $50 book, and it's in a run that is fairly cheap. I would argue that this might be the biggest book out of the run, and it's probably the most unknown book out of the run too. You know, like people just don't know about this. You might know. I told Alan about it. Let's just show the book. All right. I sent you a link, who dat, through my Gmail, big dog. I don't want just any random person in the chat hopping in. This is we're gonna get more picky on the Immortal Biggie Shaq channel. All right. So this is Marvel Comics.
I'm more picky at church too. I send links out to people, man. It's not often I'm dropping it in the chat anymore.
I don't blame you, bro. Marvel Comics presents 175. First appearance of Gen X. Yeah. I learned another key from this run too. Go ahead, Bleak.
That's interesting. That's the first appearance of Gen X, eh?
Yeah, Gen X. It's not like really Gen X. It's like Gen X. So. Yeah. I don't know that this is shown or used again, but it's the last book from the run, and it's kind of a hard book to pull. I just learned of another first appearance in this I need to grab. I forgot to look for it today, but there's a couple keys at the end of this Marvel Comics. Everybody knows about what's the one, First Weapon X. You know what I mean? 75.
Oh, yeah. Marvel Comics 72 or whatever.
Yeah, that one everybody knows. But I would dare say this one's more expensive and more hard to get.
I would assume that it didn't have nearly as high a print run. That's for sure.
Nah, yeah, it's very low on the print run. And just to help y'all out a little bit, I'm going to try to show y'all the back cover. I don't know if they'll let me do it on this page. Let's see. They probably won't. What up, Big Hoodat? Yeah, they're just showing the front of it.
What's up?
Hoodat, how you doing, brother?
Good. How y'all guys doing?
We put up the auction post today, 27th.
I see that. I see that. I got no books for it, but all right.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna say to hell with everybody else. They want to put auctions on the same day we do. That's fine. I'm gonna promote the shit out of it, man. I'm just gonna promote the shit out of all of our auctions.
Yeah. Because if you and me and Blake have been talking about it, and it's no secret because it's happened 3 months in a row.
Yeah.
And it's been consistent. It's a pop-up auction.
Everyone does a pop-up auction on the night we're doing an auction.
So. Yeah, and we scheduled it. We promoted it one time. We tried not to do it, but they figured out the days because they watch us and they watch us talk about it and say, "Oh, this is the day we're gonna do it." So I never understood the competition for the auctions. To me, it's always better to spread them out.
Yeah, that's why we do them once a month. I think it's better.
I mean, people used to spread up, especially if people do them on Saturdays. People used to do it where it's like somebody would do it earlier, and then when theirs end, the next one starts. So it's almost like a whatnot type thing. You send your people go to that one, But now it's like, hey, let's start at the same time. Yeah, we'll get 25 people. He'll get 40 people, and you're like, wait, but if we did them not like that, we might have 100 people.
I think Bleecker Street Comics is going on to Whatnot pretty soon.
Oh, here we go, baby. I need to go back on that, but I'm only gonna do exclusives.
I'm gonna do a mixture of things. I'll probably do a lot of $2 stuff, $1 stuff. Just get
my advice for that, and don't let Biggie go with his thing, is just figure out the cost, because you might have to do $3 or $4, but figure out the cost, and then once you figure out that cost, then stick with that for those books that are non-key filler books.
Just run fillers and stuff like that.
Because I know people do them now. It's like, I don't think anybody does $1 anymore. I think it's like $2 or $3.
That makes sense.
So, of course, shout outs to the brother bands. I'm gonna be promoting their auction, and my first sponsor is GT Key. So I've been trying to remember to promote his eBay and his Instagram. Check out GT Key. That's my boy. All right.
Amen, brother. Check out GT Key on his Insta and his eBay. He's got a nice sales going on there.
So. He's got over 97 pages, good books, and he's been hitting me up saying, Biggie, can you help me out? And he helped me out, and it's a whole
No, that's perfect. That's good.
Yep. So that was the top 5 speculation. I'm gonna show y'all a couple to grow on my new comic book day. I've been pulling this out.
I gotta bugger off, sadly, Biggie. I gotta get back to work, but I just wanted to say hey and pop in for your speculation because I like it. I did pick up the first Dark Beast recently off of your speculation, so thank you very much. And even some of us that know a lot still listen to Biggie's spec. So
thank you, man. I appreciate that.
My pleasure, man. It's my pleasure.
Later, big Bleecker
cheers,
dude.
Brother. Yeah, cheers, brother. Hey, and don't forget, Biggie's doing a top 15 collector as well.
Yeah, working hard on that. Thank you, Bleak.
Yeah. Peace,
bro. So, yeah, not only is that the first Dark Beast, it's also the son of Apocalypse. So Apocalypse is huge on X-Men. It's a good pickup, Bleecker did. And people know that's a good book, but I don't know if they quite understand why it's a good book, So yeah, the 2 to grow on. I had new comic book day. I got this one today. This is the first cover I've seen with Savage Dragon with the Steamboat Willie on the cover. You just see the back of him.
That's a recent book.
Yeah, it just came out today. Yep, I've been getting this. He's been in the previous 2 issues, but this is the first time I've seen him on cover. So
they walk the line on that one, because that's actually not Steamboat Willie. You can tell by the shorts in the shoes, but the thing they left out was the gloves. If they put the gloves on, they would have got their ass sued.
Oh shit! Yeah, they didn't show the front of them either, so that's kind of sketchy. It's kind of weird how they ain't showing the front,
But if they would have put the gloves on, they would have got their asses sued. So they're like on the walking the line on that one, because I'm sorry that. If you show anybody that, they'll say it's Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, it looks more like Mickey Mouse than Steam, and it's been that way since the beginning. Like the last 2 issues on the inside. Yeah. I haven't read this yet, but it's going to be the first book I read. And you see, this ain't the real Savage Dragon. That's his son. I think his name's Jamil or something. And his girlfriend is like scared of Steamboat Willie because Steamboat Willie is a pervert. And all he does is try to have sex with Savage Dragon's girl. That's why he's like, get away from my girl, bruh. Like, fuck. But, so yeah, that one's very fun. I tried to tell y'all about a month ago on my Instagram and on the top 5 speculation. The next 2 issues that are coming out for Savage Dragon, they come out like annually. They don't come out once a month. It's like every 2 or 3 months. But, there'll be Steamboat Willie oriented 2. The covers will have him on them also, so just be on the lookout. And this was on my top 5 speculation to Deadpool 1. It was T Real first appearance in Blind Owl, I believe, and the first solo story. I figured I'd shout that book out. Probably not going to read it through this Chrome because I don't want to mess it up too much. But that's the top 5, man. So how you been doing? Who dat?
Hanging in there, doing good. You're motivating me to do my spec that is not a spec with your top 5s.
Yeah, I remember
because
that.
it's and it's not the same. Just in case people are wondering, Biggie's doing what he's expecting. Think of great books for the future or the present, or because it could happen tomorrow. So I said present, but it's different stuff. Like the stuff when I used to do spec that is on a spec, it's basically Marvel and DC, and that's why I think I'm gonna wait till after San Diego to do it, so I can get like a calendar, a schedule of what they're doing for the next 2 or 3 years, and then I can really do it. Because when they give you, they give you basically a calendar of what's going to be coming out, movie and TV shows. You know what to get. You know what I mean? Because if they say, oh, we're gonna do um a Green Lantern, like they're doing the TV show. We're doing a Green Lantern TV show. We greenlit it. Okay, that's easy to figure out. So John Stewart's going to be in there. They already said. They said they're going to have what's the other Green Lantern character?
Guy Gardner, maybe.
No, Guy Gardner's in the movie.
Okay.
So Guy Gardner's in the movie, so you know
John
about that too. But
Stewart.
John Stewart, Guy Gardner's in the movie.
Fuck, I can't even think of the main.
It's
Kyle
the one that
Rayner.
Showcase 22. I can't
Yeah,
think of his name.
that ain't Kyle Rayner, is it?
No,
No,
it's not
that's the
Kyle Rayner.
earlier. Why can't I think of his fucking
I
name?
can't
Yeah,
think of
Showcase
his name.
22.
I can't think of his name. But
Hal Jordan.
Hal Jordan. Like thanks, Legend. Hal Jordan is they're gonna do the TV show, so you can kind of figure out what other maybe Green Lanterns might make an appearance. You can so it's like that's the spec that is not a spec. So if they're gonna do those characters, what's a good book to get? Since they're doing a Green Lantern TV show, it would be so I'd be like I'd be saying like was it the what's the one I got it right next to me. It's the chick. The Spanish chick.
Not Spanish. I don't know Spanish. I thought you were gonna say Sapphire. Is she Spanish?
Actually, no, not the Spanish chick. It was actually the black chick I'm thinking about. The one that's the newest one.
Jessica Cruz.
Jessica Cruz is the Spanish one. This is the one from Far Sector.
Julia. I don't know. I'm just fucking shooting.
I got it right next to me. I'll show the character off.
Yeah. Shout outs to Journey. I'm actually proud of you for getting that Surfer 1. You got a pretty good price. Oh, that Far Sector. Interesting. Let's see this.
So, yeah. Like this is the one I'd be like, you like spec that is not a spec. Because if we're getting a TV show with all of the Green Lanterns,
yeah,
they're gonna have more than just those two human characters.
Oh yeah.
If they don't, that show's gonna be hundreds of millions of dollars to do a lot of CGI.
Well, no bullshit aside, like you're one of my few friends that I feel like knows like a lot of info about books that people may skim over. Mm-hmm. Like you'll see a book. For example, you had that. I think it was a 1 in 25 first Cosmic Ghost Rider with Thanos and the Gauntlet. That shit is hard as fuck, bro. That shit is so hard.
That's actually another one that I would put on the list because, and it's not this one. I'd actually put the regular cover on the list because when you think about it, they've been doing a lot of space stuff. They've been doing a lot of space, a lot of cosmic stuff. And Ghost Rider is kind of the original Ghost Rider is great, love it, but how the Marvel Cinematic Universe is going, I would think they wouldn't use an Earth-based Ghost Rider. And what's the best bet? You can get Ghost Rider and let them ride a motorcycle, but in space. So let's do Cosmic Ghost Rider. To me, that would be a mixture of both, and you can still have him because we're doing more space and cosmic stuff. So,
dude, there's so many Ghost Rider people, basically, but I'll admit I wasn't a Ghost Rider fan. But when Donnie Cates got a hold of that Cosmic bro, I was hook, line, and sinker. That shit is fire.
Yeah, Cosmic Ghost Rider is Frank Castle. That would actually work out even better, Callie.
Mm-hmm.
We're getting Frank Castle back. We get Frank Castle back, and you people wonder how you're gonna do a Punisher in today's world because people wouldn't want to. We would love to see it, but the world doesn't want to see it. That would be a way to get around it because he could be like the Punisher, would be Cosmic Ghost Rider and kill all kind of alien creatures what you can show on TV. You know.
Yeah, Cosmic Ghost, exactly. The story was just good. You had baby Thanos. You had why am I tripping on who was? So it was Frank Castle, and then baby Thanos, and he turned into Cosmic Ghost Rider. But he traveled in the past to get to baby Thanos, and then he was like, I don't want to kill him. I want to protect him. He's like, yeah, it was just a fun fucking story, but it was also very cute. There was a couple first appearances in that was weird too. You had
Didn't he have like the Black Surfer or something?
yeah, that was the Black Surfer. That's right. Oh yeah. But I was gonna bring up Juggerduck. Yeah, fucking Juggernaut, but it was Howard the Duck. That was kind of a cool little first appearance. There was a bunch of cool stuff happening in that. But yeah, man, and then you knew like shit, like Black Panther books people don't know, fucking a lot of Marvel shit that I can't think of off the top of my head. I know there was some covers that I found that were obscure as shit. And I'd be like, wow, everybody look at this. I'm so excited. And who'd that be the only fucking other person? Be like, yeah, I got that too, Biggie. I'm like, oh shit. Someone else has it. Holy shit, So and then you got more than I've ever had. Like you always run into that kind of stuff. So
Yeah, it's just it's different things, but I'm probably bringing it back after San Diego Comic Con. Spec that is not a spec, meaning that it's basically tried and true stuff, or stuff we know we're getting. So that's that'll be, and it's not, and I'll be like, it's not stuff to buy like, I'm not trying to tell you to buy it to make some money. I'm just saying it's more of a better bet because I think we're in a better space now for the comic market. That I think if you look at certain things, you can buy it and feel confident that it's not going to like drop down crazy like it's been lately. So if like Black Panther, his books have been dropping. First appearance of Black Panther. Guess what? They already said we're getting a new Black Panther in Secret Wars. So yeah, you might want to get your like mid grade, low grade F52s if you can get it. Because it's the time to get them.
Yeah, I would also. I know you're a little bit of a fan of Matt Baker and stuff like that, and I have been learning a lot about Golden Age Good Girls because of Alan and Steppo. And I know you're going after that first Matt Baker. Now, the first Matt Baker book, I think it's on Jungle Comics.
No, it's Jumbo 69.
Jumbo
69.
Jumbo. Okay, yeah, 69. You can't forget the number. That's pretty easy. But
yeah. I for the longest, I'm not even gonna lie. For the longest, I was doing the same thing. I was getting confused with Jungle and Jumbo.
Yeah.
Because it's a simple mistake you could easily make.
Right.
Because I ain't gonna lie, one time I was actually looking. I was like, man, I'm looking for Jungle Comic 69, and the guy pulled it out, and I was like, wait, that's not the book I'm looking for. Then I looked it up, and I said, oh, I mean Jumbo. And he was like, oh, I don't have Jumbo. That's the first Matt Baker. That's an expensive book. And I was like, yeah, no.
So Jungle has a lot of cool Good Girl stuff in it. Not these particularly on this page. And then I did see some of the Black Panther Jungle books also. But what I found was some of these early Golden Age Good Girls, they're not expensive. Like you can get them $20, $30, $40. I mean, just look at this Jungle Action 460 on my comic shop. I mean, they ain't the most gorgeous covers. There's one on top here that was 30. I mean, shit, these new books are like $10 anyways. Here's Fight Comics. Yeah, that's a good one. Fight Comics 70, Tiger Girl 30. Now that Jumbo 69, who that is that his cover or is that inside art?
Inside art. It's his first time him working on any comic book.
Yeah. Okay.
So Jungle Action 69 is his first ever work. And he's notated as, like the first African American, I think like main, that's like it's, like I'm trying to see how but it's just one of those books that if you're not, you don't even have to be a comic collector for that book. You can be just a collector of African American history, and that's one of those books. So
Yeah, here we go. So Sheena, Sky Girl, Matt Baker Art, Fiction House, 1946. 1946, Jumbo Comics. $99. Like these books aren't.
and that actually looks like a nice condition.
Yeah,
It looks,
like these are fucking cheap as hell, bro. Like, okay, Jumbo Comics, 149. Headlight cover, Sexy Lake, Sheena, $100. Here's one for 50. The Last Cayman, Sheena story. I guess that would be, what's his name? The artist something Cayman. I can't remember. Jack Cayman, I think. Yeah, $50. $33. Jumbo 104. And a lot of these do have like Matt Baker inside art. I don't know which one is the first cover. That would be interesting to look into. But
his first cover, I don't. I'm not 100% sure. His first cover, it might be a 7 C's, but I'm not 100% sure. But
yeah,
I know his work. His first work is a Jumbo. Let's see if I can look up.
you start looking at these and you start finding some first appearances and like I was looking at, I think it was Tiger Girl, Jaguar Girl. I don't know what the first Sky Girl is, but they're not crazy expensive a lot of the time either. Now, the stuff that Alan and Steppo shown yesterday with the juniors and the Sunnies or whatever the fuck, those are stupid expensive. The Fox Syndicate, but $1,000 you can get you a copy of something cool. Here's a Slab 6.5 for 200. If you want to spend a little bit more, get you a really nice copy. So I'm getting interested enough where I might grab one of these joints. I'm not much of a good girl cover person, but for $40-$50, why the hell not?
And I would love to. I don't even think people know which one is his first
Cover.
cover.
I'll just type it in.
Because I think, like I said, I know he did 7 C's Comics issue 3. Oh, actually, issue 1. I think he did. No, I think he started on issue 3. So he did issue 3 in 1947, which is 3 years after his first ever published art. So I mean, which wouldn't be unheard of, because I mean it's the 40s and he's an African American guy in the 40s. I could see him taking a few years before he could do a cover, but it didn't say it's his first cover. It just says,
Yeah, I'm not seeing it pop up as his first cover on anything. First issue Matt Baker cover, Midget Comics. It's fucking weird. Fighting Indian Story. I don't know if that's true. Here's 78 Matt Baker book, but it's not anything first. So yeah, I'd have to Google it and do a little research, but it's interesting. Interesting stuff, and not stupid expensive either. Jumbo 69 first Baker. Oh, Collecto's here. He's saying that is the first Matt Baker art, but we're asking what the first cover is.
First cover. I know that he did this cover. It's a 7 C's Comics issue 3. And it's not the best. Like it's like his covers look like he gotten so much better. Like I would say, like right after that. So it's like I could see this maybe being it, but I could be wrong.
It's interesting stuff. I don't know where I want to start in this rabbit hole. I like this cover a lot. I've seen this a lot. Jumbo 99. Fucking love that one. It's sun faded, but
you got to go back to the screen. We can't see it.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. I fucked up. Let's see. Nope, that ain't right. Got to present it the right way. Bang. Okay. So this Jumbo up here, Jumbo 99. I can't make it big, but you can kind of see it. She's got like the big gorilla and she's pushing it. I've been looking at a lot of these, and just from this run, I kind of like that one for some reason. It's got Matt Baker on the inside. It's got Sky Girl, kind of a couple more things I want from the book. I do want it to have like a famous artist. I noticed, I think there's some Gil Kane from back in the Golden Age, some of this stuff. Got Wild Boys. I kind of want a Fox Syndicate book now. Yeah, just a lot of weird rabbit holey shit. But that's all I wanted to show y'all. They're not too expensive. They're fairly affordable. You know, you get your $100-$200, you can get you a nice little. What up, K-pop, Trev? Thank everybody for popping in. So that's the show. I just wanted to show y'all what I've been looking at, some books that you might gloss over or may not known about, or something might strike your interest for later. So who that you got? Are you doing your show with Boston this week or next week?
No, it's gonna be probably 2 weeks from now. Well, more than 2 weeks actually. I won't be. I'll be away for a week, and so and we come back Wednesday, but I'm not gonna try to. I mean, I could. I'll see how I feel. Let me say it like this: if I feel okay coming back home, I'll do a show with Chris, but I'm not gonna hold myself to it or schedule anything because you never know. You come back from a trip, you might just fall. I might just fall asleep, you know, when I get home. So yeah, we'll see. But if I feel good and everything, we'll probably do one next Wednesday.
Yeah, I've been thinking about comic book content as of late, and you know, you watch Alan and Steppo on Monday, they get 50 people in the chat, 40 people, and it's you want to bring something new and interesting because we've seen the same shit for the last 7-8 years. Like we know a lot of the same things when it's silver and down. And the golden age is kind of just something new to spark your interest. And I feel like, you know, you got two guys showing hauls of new stuff people may not be into. That's interesting as shit.
Yeah, that's probably why me and Chris don't get it as many people. We have good discussion. I would say we have great discussion, especially when we have other people that join. Bleakers join, a few other people that joined before, but we don't really do hauls. Chris is more than welcome to show if he does any hauls. I know he didn't really do anything in his own channel, but you know, I kind of do my hauls as I get them because if I save them for that show, the whole show would be just hauls and we wouldn't talk about any comic related stuff. We wouldn't talk about any movies, any TV shows, any Comic Cons. You know, we wouldn't talk about anything. It would just be showing. I'd be showing all the books. Yeah. I might save a book or two maybe for the Wednesdays, but yeah, I try not to do it as much because it could take up the whole show, and the show is basically meant to be a discussion. Like you know when you do like your random shows when you have just talks about stuff. That's basically what it is. So I don't want to hold it down to like, oh, we got to show all these hauls, you know. So.
No, I know. Yeah, it's the banter and stuff like the hunt. You'll be on there Friday. It's original show. It's an original idea. You ain't gonna see nothing like it exactly anywhere else. I love competition shows. I don't think they get enough. Well, some of them get enough viewers, but I feel like it should be 30-40 a show every night. But you know, it usually some people.
Yeah. Honestly, like your show and Tony the hunt, like it shouldn't be less than 30 to 40 people in there.
Right.
You know, it's good to get the views later, but it should have like 30 or 40 people watching it live, especially because you get to vote. I mean, it's like one of those. It's like the singing shows or dancing shows you see online on TV, and they say vote now, but this one it matters live. You know.
Yeah, and the competition and the banter is so good, bro. It's a lot of fun seeing stuff like that.
Alan says Crown Comics #1 is Matt Baker's first cover. And see, that doesn't even come up as a Crown Comics.
Let's take a little look-see at Crown Comics #1. Comics #1. Oops, I better search it before I look because it won't. Oh, I see it. Okay, that's neat. Interesting. Can I make it bigger? Shit. I'm gonna have to go to eBay just so I can blow it up. Hey. And you know, even if we don't get 30-40 people, I appreciate the people that watch me and Huda and everybody that we do stuff, and even if I only get 10 people in the chat, that's fun for me. Crown Comics #1. Oh, they're gonna make it hard to find because it's a rare book. I saw it when I googled it, but I couldn't make it big so y'all could see it. Let me put Golden Age. The thing I don't like about the MacBook Air is it don't scroll quick. Slow as hell. Golden Age. Nope, still nothing. Crown Comics. #2. Oh, nope, that's volume 1. Maybe if I put Matt Baker. Matt Baker.
Yeah, I googled it as well. I see
#4.
I see pictures of it.
Yeah, I could just show it on my phone. It'd be a lot easier.
But it doesn't say anything about his that being his first cover.
Well, a lot of the stuff that you learn isn't even, you can't even get it Google to say it. You gotta just learn it yourself. A lot of the time, it's fucked up, man.
When did this book come out? Then? What year did this come out? I don't see a date.
No. Golden Age. I mean, it kind of looks like it could be what they're saying. I just don't know for sure it is. Okay, here we go. There's a cover, just what it looks like. So that's what it looks like.
Yeah.
Now the year's 1944, so we could look and see if he did anything before then. That might help us, but I don't know. I would take
it. Says 1944.
Yep, 1944. Golfing Inc. I honestly like John Romita Sr.'s romance comics. I've been looking at a bunch of them, and I just like his style. I mean, it ain't like voluptuous. And then what Steppo said and Alan said yesterday, the juniors and the sunnies, those are good. They kind of look like they have like a red hue to the skin, which I noticed, and it looks cool to me. But
they don't even have that book listed. And I'm not saying, I know you got to take Key Collector with a grain of salt, but it's not even on Key Collector at all. That book.
Wow. Well, they don't know shit.
But that's one of the ones I would say you would know.
Yeah.
That's one of the ones I would say. I'm gonna ask. I'm in a group. I'm in a black collector group. I'm gonna actually ask them, and they would know immediately. And it might be.
Is Matt in it?
Yes.
Yeah, I love that guy, man. He was on Club a lot back in the day.
Yeah, so I could actually ask Matt. I can say, Matt, nothing against Alan. I just
nothing against Alan or Steppo, but that would definitely be a good third wheel to their party. If they had fucking Matt with those two, that would be like romance heaven, dude. They'd be like bang, bang, bang. It would be a good show. Yeah, I would like to get those three on a channel.
Yeah, his biggest issue, because he has a regular job, which is and it's not a regular job, but he has his job. He's a photographer, like a professional photographer. And there's no any photographer, so he works different hours, different times. So I think he's off on like Saturday nights. That's why they do their show
right
Saturday night. But
yeah. Well, we're gonna get out of here. I was gonna talk about old Fraggle Rock, but I'm gonna give him a rest. I'll give him another day. I had it keyed up, but I don't want to do it while Hoodat's here because Hoodat don't like messy stuff like that. So I'm
I'll be more than I'll be willing to listen. I might not say nothing, but
okay.
I'll be willing to listen.
Yeah. Hey, Susie, I sent out your prize today. Hopefully, you'll get there soon. Some Golden Age books are very rare and hard to find. Oh yeah,
A
absolutely,
lot of
Susie.
them are.
Yeah, like almost every fucking one of them are hard to find. You don't get to go into a LCS unless it's like a nice neighborhood or nice area and find Golden Age books. Like that's pretty uncommon. Like you don't usually, if you do, they're like Bugs Bunny or fucking stuff like that. Not like the cool stuff you really want. It's hard for me at least. I don't know about everybody else. Does your LCS have Golden Age books? Who does?
I never seen it.
No.
So I would say no.
I would guess a lot of people don't, but I don't. I don't travel across the country or nothing. So who knows? Yeah, we'll get out of here though. I'll save that. I feel like it'd be another 20-minute rant. I don't want to get started.
I want to. You gotta let me know when you do it, just because I want to watch. It's like, and if people don't know, this is what it's basically going to boil down to. And I'll say this part because he made a video for it. So Mr. Swaggle House, who I would say 99.9% of his content on YouTube is comic related. They had a theft of some baseball cards, non-comic book related. That must be the 0.1%. He did a video for the theft of those items. I guess because of the not real FMV of almost $2 million, and some of us thought that was kind of odd that he would do a video for that. But when they had a theft of a comic book, what a lot of his stuff is about, he didn't mention it, didn't do anything. The only thing difference between only two differences between what happened to me and this baseball card, is one was a comic, one was a baseball cards. Other difference is the value. Yeah, I didn't have $1 million to $2 million in comics stolen because I only had one item stolen. If I'd have had as many cards stolen as this guy that was in the comic form, it'd probably be more than what this guy had money wise, because I had one comic stolen. It was $10,000 plus comic book.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of like where it's going with that, because a couple people actually left comments like saying, "Wait, you made something about this, but not when an X-Men 1 got stolen," because the X-Men 1 and the baseball cards got stolen from the same city, so it wasn't like he made it one for.
I know, yeah.
It wasn't like he made it for a city that he lives in.
Right. and the thing that gets me is like, I'm sure he's heard of you before. Like, if he has any fucking inklings about the community, he's probably ran across.
You'll be surprised. You'll be surprised. A lot of these bigger names kind of live in their own bubble, and they don't follow other people in the community. They say they're.
I don't know how he'd miss you though, bro. Like, he probably have seen you.
Some of them, they really don't. They really don't.
No, yeah. You're right.
You'll be surprised that a few people who you think are friends of mine, they didn't even check on me to see if I was okay.
Yeah.
If I tell you that offline, you'd be like, "What? They didn't call you or text you or even message you?" I'll be like, "Yep," and I can go down the list, but I won't do that here. But I mean, you would be shocked. Of the people who you think.
I'll find out in a second. I'm gonna ask. So. I got to know now. This was like the first video, but okay. So there was a video a while ago where they did the one with the shop with the guy that has like the German Captain America one for $1 million, even though it's printed in 2001 or some shit. Mm-hmm. And I thought that was interesting. I was like, okay, that video sparked my interest. I watched it. Now this video, he has a thumbnail, and I get it, clickbait. Yes, that's fun. Whatever. Have comics bottomed out. Now he shows a GSX, a Wolverine 1, which Wolverine 1 shouldn't even be next to those two books in my opinion, but FF48 GSX. I'm like, those are two of my books I like. Have comic books is my GSX and my FF48 worth nothing now? Is this kind of what
I got a question. Didn't he do that video? Not that exact video. Didn't he do a similar video like a little bit before it? Like, it seems like that videos he's done that video like a few times.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, lost. It's always like some kind of dramatic books ain't worth shit kind of thumbnail, and he's intrigued. Okay, so here's my problem. I don't care that he did the weird thumbnail. What bugged me was whenever I clicked the video and watched it, it was very normal information, and it wasn't bad. It wasn't like as dramatic as the thumbnail suggested. When I get, clickbait, whatever, but I got sucked in. I felt tricked, and I didn't like it. And I noticed there was a trend of that, and it wasn't just him; it's a few guys. But Swaggle does it a little bit.
It's a few people that do it, and they're more. They're more, I guess, hip to getting it done. They have apps now. They have AI stuff that actually can do it for you. Not saying that that's what they use, but it's so easy now. To get what he's doing done, because that other guy does it. Comic Book Invest. Comic Book Invest does that too. All of his pictures are like doom and gloom or clickbaity type stuff. So it's it's easier, but I don't want to do that. I don't want to get people trick people.
Look at Susie. Susie nailed it on the head right there. I noticed that one too. That was one of the other ones that Automatic has. Now, I don't mind. These guys get thousands of views, and I see why. Like they do put together a great stream. It's just I notice these things they do, and I find it entertaining, so I want to talk about it. Nothing against Swaggle or Automatic or whoever else. I can't think of the other couple ones I noticed doing it. The other thing I noticed who that was the classic like facial expressions and the dramatic title on the cover, like the zoomed in look at me fucking, like that's kind of funny. You think that's funny? Yeah. Like, could you imagine me and you doing that every fucking thumbnail?
Dude, I couldn't. I'm laughing, and I'm not laughing at them. I'm laughing at thinking of myself. I'm thinking of Biggie. Yeah, doing these different faces.
Yeah,
and you just holding your hands different ways.
Yeah, it's a hand thing too. You're right.
Because the other stuff is added after the fact. It's like you got to do different things. Oh, whoa, you do different stuff. So I can see, your boy Reggie used to do it too. So it's I would laugh at nothing against them. It's great that they do it, and I wish I would have more enthusiasm in doing it.
I know. I'm a little jealous. Like I wish I could feel that good about myself to show my face every time, but I'm just not that self confident like that. Thank you, Great Legend, man. I've been thinking about Legend lately, and I saw, I think it was Don Dizzle said give Legend his wrench back, and I'm like, I think it's about time. He fucking gave me $100 super chat. I'm gonna give you a wrench, Great Legend. It wasn't my idea to take it. I'm not gonna say exactly what happened, but it just happened. I'm easily persuaded, so I'm gonna give you a wrench unless you don't want it. Some people don't want the wrench because it's a little different not having a wrench on my channel than having one. But I'm gonna try to give it to you. Don't want it. Some people don't want the wrench. Yeah, cool, man. I'm gonna give it to you. Thank you for the let's see. How do I do it? I guess I can't do it right now unless they'll let me do it from here.
You can do it, but I don't know. I thought it was.
How do I do it? I'm trying to figure it out.
I did it on my computer. I don't even know how you do it on the phone.
Yeah, it's put user in timeout or delete their comments, and on my phone, I'm probably gonna have to wait till after the stream to do it, but I'll do it. I'll remember.
Yeah, you can do it when the stream uploads in the chat upload. You could actually do it on an old video.
Yeah, that's how I'm gonna try to see if I can find him on an old video real quick.
Yeah, and and do it that way. But yeah, I honestly I did it on my computer, but I did it basically how you're describing it.
Here we go. I got you right here. Bang. Did it. All right. So thank you for that. I appreciate it. And you're also going to be in the super chat giveaway. I haven't decided what it is yet, but I'm going to do that. And the Swaggle House thing, no disrespect to Swaggle House. It would have been nice if you might have noticed my boy Who Dat's $10,000 book. If I lost a $10,000 book, I would be like hoping the channels would be as worried as I was. Or this is their forte, is what pisses me off. Like, CBCS fucked up. You know, it would be a double good deed because you're helping out somebody that collects and you're going up against, you're bringing a controversial video. Like, it just seemed like a no-brainer, but it didn't happen for some reason. Even Comic Tom, and a little disappointed in him. Like, it would be real easy for any of those guys to be like, look, this
it was none of the big 10,000 plus channels did mention it. None of them. None of the big channels mention anything.
They have plenty of time.
It's and the funny thing is, like you said, Comic Tom, he was at Dallas Fan Expo. I took a picture with the guy.
Beautiful.
So yeah.
I don't understand.
Like I said, a lot of those guys are in their own little bubble. They don't follow everybody. You know,
it's true.
They might not follow anybody, to be honest. You know, but you know, it's different. It's different. So but I'm okay with it. But it's just kind of, I just thought it was ironic that you do a video for baseball cards. But if you look at almost every video, that's why I said 99% of his videos are comic related. So, so it's like, hey, and then he probably did videos on the CGC fiasco. I'm pretty sure he did videos on that when the couple got caught stealing. So yeah,
right. I remember they had 15 people weren't afraid to talk about when it happened to MegaCon. I've seen a few people do that video. Oh well,
yeah, so, it is what it is, you know.
Yeah, they might have these videos planned out like months ahead for all we know. Who fucking knows?
Well, that one was not planned out months ahead because that had just happened.
Oh, that's a good point.
And he jumped on it immediately. Mine, he had over a week. He could have did something about, or he could have just said, "Hey, man, you mind if I do this?" Like Thorough did. Thorough DM'd me. I think I was busy at the time, and by the time I messaged him, he was already doing the video, and I just jumped on his live and said, and it kind of clarified some stuff, and then he let me join, and I talked about it there. So he was great for doing it. What's up, Dan? He was great for doing that because he didn't even have to do that either. But I know him. He likes to hold everybody or every company accountable. He doesn't just pick and choose. I'm just gonna pick the big dog CGC, you know, because that's the clickbaity stuff. He doesn't care. If CBCS screws up, he's gonna talk about it. PGX screws up, he's gonna talk about CGC. He's gonna talk about all of them, you know. So.
Yeah. Yep. I've said this behind the scenes and I'll say it in front of y'all. I don't care. Fuck it. You know, I've lost a lot of people that fuck around or whatever, but it's the truth. Like, human beings are weird, and even comic book collectors generally, we're weird people. I'm weird, and don't think I'm just calling y'all weird, but there's some people come in all shapes and sizes, and we kind of get to cover a fill of everybody. Like, you can't figure out somebody from the cover of their book. You got to dig deep. And if you dig deep, you might find something you don't like, you know, and that's what human beings are not error proof. Like, we fuck up. So, you know, people give this like cover appearance to everybody, and they keep that squeaky clean image and shit. I'm not squeaky clean. I'm a scumbag piece of shit, basically. I'm good-hearted and I mean well, and I try to be honest. But do I think everybody in the community's the greatest people in the world, and I love y'all so much? I do love everybody collects and shit like that, but there's some stinkers, and there's definitely people I don't fuck with, you know. And this do people manipulate comics to get some kind of pleasure out of it? I think so. I think that they use the hobby and they fucking push their gimmick and they get paid from it somehow, and that's cool if that's your thing. But I'm going to notice that I like genuine people that are just here working on themselves, trying to make themselves better people. Not saying those people ain't working on themselves and making themselves better. I just can't connect with a lot of them because I don't fucking know them. If I knew him, it'd be different. Like Alan, I know that guy. Like, he's fucking awesome. Maybe if I knew Swaggle, I'd say the same thing. I don't know him like that, so fuck, you know, what can you do? I sound like a jerk saying that shit, but you go in a comic shop, you see 10 people.
It's not. You didn't say it in a jerky way. You just said it in a real human way, and that's basically what it is. I mean, I know you have better perceptions of people that you have contact with.
Yeah.
And that's, I think, human beings in general. If you're around somebody and get to know somebody, you have a better connection with that person, even if they are an asshole every time you talk to them. You know what I mean? Somebody
Yeah.
could be an asshole all the time you talk to them, but you'll have a better connection and a better understanding of that person than somebody who never talked to, who's never around. So it's see, like Journey just said, he said spent time. He's a decent guy. Spent some time with them in person. You know,
Yeah.
but that's like I said, he's not saying anything bad about Swaggle in that way. And that's why I was like trying to clarify it. It's just that
No.
he doesn't know him. He never spent any screen time,
No.
personal time,
No.
nothing like that.
Yeah,
So
and I'm not saying like Alan does the speculation market too thing, and maybe I'd look at him in a different way if I didn't know him. But if I got to know Swaggle, he'd probably be a sweetheart too. I just don't fucking know that guy, so I'm entertained, and whenever I feel duped, I guess I jump on it. I don't know. I feel like when Alan does one of those, he explains why. When I watched Swaggle, it was like he just told us what was going on. He didn't really say it was happening. Like Alan will say it's happening. He's like, it's happening because of this and this and that. And he goes in and he clarifies. I don't get the clarification like I do from him.
It's funny. A prominent card collector, because I actually follow him on YouTube. Do I follow him on Instagram? I can't remember. I might follow him on Instagram, but I follow him on YouTube because I like this content. He's about 10 years younger than me, which, I mean, that's fine. But I just like his personality because I saw myself kind of same way. Uh, and he was doing a video talking about the heist, the card heist. And I sent him a $5 super chat because like I know it's hard to read a chat when you got 200 people in a live. I'll just say it like that. So sent him a super chat, which I'm surprised nobody else did. He's doing his content and going through the videos, breaking stuff down. It was like a 2-hour video he did. And when I commented and I told him, I said, basically I was letting him know like the same thing happened in Dallas a month ago for the comic. He was shocked. He was like, what? He said, somebody stole an X-Men one at the Dallas Fan Expo a month before. Like, he was like this shocked because I think he was more shocked that it happened in Dallas, basically within a month of each other. And that's kind of makes you scratch your head a little bit. It's like, God, dog. It's like, dude, what is going on? You got these conventions all over the place, but in the last month, you had comics because I wasn't the only thing that got stolen. They had like 3 comic things that got stolen. They had I want to say a commission art piece that was drawn and colored. I think the guy said it was like $500. That got stolen. Which I was like, how do you steal a commission? And I think it was something else. I can't remember the other item that was stolen besides my comic book that was stolen at that. So you're like, what is going on at Dallas, at these Dallas events that people are stealing? You know what I mean? Like, what is going on? And that's basically he was shocked about. He couldn't believe, like, dude, he's like, that happened, at this, and then now this happened. I said, yep. And you didn't hear nothing about Heroes Con, somebody getting stuff stolen. You didn't hear anything at Baltimore what Chris went to. I didn't hear anything from Bleeker's convention.
No.
So it's like and not saying nothing has happened at these other conventions, but if it happened, it had to be less than $500 because I've heard about everything. I heard about $500 and up at Dallas.
Yeah, I'm going to try to work on being more gracious and welcoming and nice to people that I don't mess with as much. And I suggest other people try that too. So I'm going to work on it. Like Swaggle, he's a awesome content bringer. the thumbnails crack me up with the face. Everybody does that. It ain't just him. He's just fun to be.
Yeah, it ain't just him. A lot
Yeah.
of big.
I hope he don't take it the wrong way. I really don't. A lot of my friends love your content, Swaggle. Like I'm just one that I watch your shit too. I'm just not a fanatic. Like I might not catch
I'm subscribing. I watch this stuff.
Yeah,
I like when they look at the auctions. I like when they look at the auctions because I can't watch the auctions like they are, so I can look at that. You know.
I think he's smart with the fucking. I like clickbait. I think that when I see a good clickbait thumbnail, I'm like, wow, that was a good one. Even
and speaking on people, like you don't know people until you really talk to them. And Susie, I kind of agree, but I'll switch it up. They might be hired by like CBCS or CGC. That's why they don't talk bad about those companies, because it wasn't the con that had the issue. It was, there was certain things, because the Dallas Card Show, they got videos, all kind of stuff. So people might have got paid for the con, but they worked together. But like I was gonna speak on CJ, like I didn't know CJ until I've been on a few streams with him. And I'll say this, and I'm man up to say it. I thought CJ was an asshole. I thought he was an asshole. Not even gonna lie. I said I thought, and I talked to him, got to know him better. We actually had mutual people we knew from Elite Comics 11. Talked to him, multiple, streams. He's really great. He's really a great, he's really a great guy. I mean, I wish I could hang out with him more on his streams. No, you're not, CJ. No, you're not. I work with assholes, and I handle assholes through my job.
Who that?
You're not, you try to be one. You try to be one. You try really good.
You nailed it with the talk to him more, because if you're backstage with Journey and you get into a the fucker is very relatable. Like you on panel, he's a whole different fucking thing. But backstage, it's like down to earth human being, dude.
I'll tell you, he ain't gonna like me saying this. I think, and you got to be confident with yourself to say this about another male. I think he's a sweetheart. I think he's a teddy bear. I think he's a teddy bear. When you talk to him offline, like you said, I think he's a teddy bear. I say it straight up.
He's one of the few people I've talked to for like 2-3 hours off air. I think I did that once or twice.
And this is how you know this about me. I try to talk to people, and if it's almost like a go back and forth. Really, like me and my wife were thinking about going to Greece in the near future. And I messaged CJ because he always talks about being Greek. If he really was an asshole, he wouldn't have gave me a lot of information about Greece and different islands and stuff. So I'm not spreading the rumors. I'm saying the truth.
Yeah. I usually click not interested and don't recommend. I had to do that on Instagram a lot, Carlito, because I just get fucking
Instagram is worse than YouTube.
It's hard on Instagram.
You'll get like, you know what I've been seeing too on Instagram? I don't know if it's been happening to you, Biggie. It's happened to me like 3 times. I'm scrolling through, and then I see something, and I'm like, who the hell is this? And I click on the profile. I have no idea who this person is. I don't know how I'm following him. I unfollow him, and I find out they're not even following me. So I'm like, how did I follow this person? You know what I mean? Like a lot of people I follow, they're following me, but it's happened to me 3 times in the last week. And I'm like, where? Like, I got a feeling that Instagram is making you follow people.
Oh.
And you're not even clicking to follow them, because I literally had 3 people that they didn't have comic stuff like on their page. They weren't following me. And then when I clicked on the messages, I had no messages with them. So I was like, how the hell am I following them? Because I thought they might have been somebody I sold the book to. Nope. So I don't know how lately, like the last week, I'm finding that out. So he said, the bromance is stick today, Emmy.
Well, he did start that conversation off with saying I did think he was an asshole, so it's not that thick.
No, it wasn't that thick.
Man, it's interesting. I've had a lot of my best friends start off with complete enemies, like fist fights to my best buddy. So it happens, but
That ends up being your best friends. You know that?
it's weird. Yeah, yeah, and they're really good friends too. It's like it's intense friendship. It's weird. Uh, that's why I did the top 15 for the last 3 years. I didn't know you fuckers coming in. The fucking Corona crew that came in really didn't suit my taste palette well. When it hit my taste buds, I'm like, these fucking guys, they'll be around a month or two. Well, some of them stuck around. So, and I end up liking a few of them. I'll admit it. Now I feel comfortable enough now that these guys kind of sheltered through the rain. We have lost a few of them, you know, from the 2020 whatever, and I'm starting to get more comfortable. So I'm like, you know what, this is going to be the year I'm going to bring back the top 15 collectors, and I'm going to invite everybody that I could possibly think of, and that's what I'm doing, and that's my way of showing I appreciate all of y'all, and I'm going to try to get everybody I can. Now, some of these guys that you guys would say are really nice, sweet guys, they're really friendly, not so friendly with me, and all I could do is extend my hand and welcome and say you're welcome, and I'm going to try to be nice, and for some reason they're shut down, and it's just like, you know, I'm going out of my way, and I might not do it again. This might be a one shot thing for me. I might go out of my way and try to be like, hey, let's try to open the door up to some kind of communication, and if you keep the door shut, then I'm just going to remember you kept the door shut, and that's fine. But I still tried. That's all you could do is try. And if I would have tried a couple of years ago, I probably would have had a lot more shut doors. So I'm glad I waited a couple of years.
M.E. said the same thing's been happening to him on his Instagram. He said they're doing that 100%. He said, I will scroll down, see a post from people I never click follow, but somehow I'm following them.
You have to get with the Marlboro click. Yeah, man. Marlboro is the shit, bro. Well, anyways, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to go spend some time with my girlfriend. You know, and who that's going to get to his family, and you guys catch him on the hunt next week. He said you might do this thing with Chris, and don't miss who that's openings. He's got a big super chat giveaway. Fantastic. Fucking first him, guys. First him slab, beautiful book. Got a first Shuri in there. First every fucking thing. First arcade.
First arcade, first Captain Britain. We got the first Nova. What else we got? You got the first Mockingbird.
You've FOMO'd me to where I got that book. It's coming.
Yeah, Jubilee, first Jubilee. That's another book that's a spec. That's not a spec. Jubilee's one of those characters. If they do the X-Men, they got to do a Jubilee correct. You got Binary, which we already got that in the, and then, you know, like you said,
that's my favorite.
Yeah, so $2 you can win all of these old books to be on the wheel. $2, all it takes to get on the wheel. And but if you want more entries, you can do more than $2, but all it takes is $2, honestly.
Yep. Yeah. Catch us on the Band of Bros and catch us on Club. Don't forget Alan and Steppo. This Friday I'll be on their show. I'm thinking about coming on their community hangout because they do an open hangout every other Friday, and I do a club every other Friday. And so does the hunt every other Friday. They kind of mix and intertwine. So I'll catch y'all later. Thank you, Hudat. Thank you, Bleak, for coming on. We'll catch y'all down the road, dude. Biggie.